We're here to go.
Hi. Good morning. My name is Tony Morphine.
And my name is Lucia Morphine.
And we are the founders of Freetisimo. So hold on to your seats. Lucia and I are going to share with you guys how free and collaboration can revolutionize the advertising industry and help out a lot of people. First, Freetisimo is an online platform where businesses share a set amount of free goods and services in order to attract new customers, build their brand, and grow their business. And also, in some cases, create new revenue streams. So, free has already revolutionized other industries in the past. When baseball decided to broadcast their games for free on radio, it exploded the popularity of baseball, creating a whole new way for them to generate new revenue. In 1993, the game Doom decided to offer basically play for free the first level, and that exploded the popularity of the Doom game, and it became the most profitable game out there at that time. Today, we have sites like Google, Facebook, Twitter. All of these are free platforms that basically get all of their content from the users. And now they're able to monetize that by advertising. So that's kind of created a problem, because the more people and the more content they put out there, the more competition there is for people's attention. So what we say is that attention has become the new online currency. So this is a problem, because really push advertising, when you get so many businesses and so many places that are competing for that attention, it's really tough for the small business and other businesses to get that attention. Right here, we're showing how YouTube has video content, and obviously they have pre-rolls, and they've created new ways for people to generate income off of the content that they create. Also, I put on there the Penny Saver. Penny Saver in Riverside went out of business about 2 months ago, had been in business for over 50 years, because really their content wasn't that great and the user base really shrunk. So this is, how do we get people to pay attention? Our solution is, don't push your message onto people that really aren't interested. Share it with them. And so by doing this, you're empowering people to decide how they're going to spend their attention. You're creating connections with people, you're building relationships, and in some cases, you're stimulating local economy.
So national companies have been doing this for years, right? We know what happens on 7-Eleven, right? 7-Eleven gives away free Slurpees. You know why they do that? They make 40% more revenue that day than any other day of the year. I know a lady that goes to 7-Elevens on that day. Why? Because it's free. Because why? People love free. I mean, you know, Costco does it. Free samples, you taste it, oh, maybe, you know, it's kind of like a try before you buy type of scenario. So what Freetisimo has done is basically get people excited about checking out local businesses, right? They're actually going to our site and shopping for a chance to win free stuff. All of a sudden, their barriers are down. They're open to checking out what you have to offer versus, you know, getting stuff in the mail, kind of just flipping through it, or not even looking at it all. So the idea is that businesses are leveraging their own products and services to share with the community. It's a limited, we empower them by saying, you decide how many you want to give away. Now, if a consumer enters to win it, now they're interested in that product, correct? Okay, if they don't win it, not everybody wins, they can still get a discount to that business. So if they needed a window tinting, they enter to win one available, they still get a 25% discount to that business. So now all of a sudden, consumers are open to it and checking it out as well.
So what types of businesses would participate and benefit from our service? So we just launched Freetisimo a little over 2 months ago, and the feedback that we've gotten has been pretty great. We've had businesses from your local restaurant, local comedy club, automotive services, professional services, attorneys, relationship coaches, really anybody that has a message that they want to share with the community. Freetisimo is a great tool for them to do it, to leveraging their own products and services. It makes more sense to say, listen, I would rather give a free entree at my restaurant and have somebody come in. Now you're building a relationship, you're eliminating barriers that typically keep people from trying new things. And so really, it's unlimited the types of people and businesses that could potentially use this tool. Our true vision for this business is, just like I had mentioned, how YouTube basically takes people's content and now, you know, rewards them by paying them for how many people come and view their videos. What we've done is the content that we're providing is free products, goods, and services to people in the community. What other businesses would really care about that? Is the larger sponsor, the advertiser. Doesn't it make more sense for Coca-Cola to sponsor a local restaurant? And now when you go to that restaurant, you know that Coca-Cola is actually paying for your meal. It's a way to redistribute money back into our local community that really doesn't exist at this time. Geico, doesn't it make more sense, instead of Geico hammering you over the head with that little gecko, that they pay for some oil changes that they're sponsoring at a local lube and tube place? It just makes more sense for people to collaborate. That's why our tagline is collaboration rewarded. It makes more sense for people to do that. And as we've all grown up and our mother said, hey, it's good to share. It's absolutely good to share, and it makes business sense. Thank you so much. I think Jay's coming.
Good job. Congratulations. Questions?
What
Yeah.
did you do
Here.
to, sorry.
Okay. I'm sorry, Bruce, go ahead. You're yelling.
I'm yelling.
He's leaving. He's leaving.
I just have minutes to go. How do you work pricing for your services?
You know what? This has kind of been a trial and error type of thing. We've sold accounts at $179 a month to right now we're charging $49 a month. We're at this point where it really makes more sense for us to get as much content as possible in order to make it that much more of an engaging experience for the user. If we only have 50 customers paying us 179 bucks, that's one thing. But if we had 3 or 4 or 500, now that's something completely different. The more people that we get on the site, the more valuable we are, and the more time people stay on the site.
Thank you.
What do you do to promote collaborations between different types of businesses?
At this time, what we're focused on the primary business. What we've done, for instance, we have an insurance agent. Doesn't have a lot to offer as far as free. She's not going to offer free insurance for people, but her target market is, she says, you know what, guys that play golf happen to be her customer base that she's reaching for. So what we're doing is connecting her with the local golf course, saying, hey, Mr. Golf Course owner, would you accept, instead of charging $50 per round, maybe $20 per round if she's going to buy 10 or 20 rounds for free, right? So she'll offer, hey, M&M Insurance is offering 10 free rounds of golf at, you know, Saboba Country Club, and now you enter. So hopefully we'll get 200 or 300 people that want that free round of golf, and it benefits her because she's now branding herself to her direct market. It just makes more sense that way.
And the idea is a business is on the site for 30 days. So a consumer will wait to win. Trust me, they're waiting to win. So as a business side, she's getting to be marketed on the site for 30 days at a time, right? Each time her listing goes up, the idea is to do it monthly and change up what she's offering. So we're building her brand too, right? So if somebody didn't win, or maybe 3 or 4 months down the line said, oh yeah, I remember there was an insurance lady on Freetisimo, they'll know and they'll go back to that. So that's the idea too. So the free is really a draw for people to come to the site. Does everybody always go in and redeem their free? No, and that's okay, because did the business lose anything? No, they didn't come in, right? They want them to come in because they'll probably bring somebody with them, they'll buy something else, or whatever the case might be. And then there's a discount piece of it, right? Where if you do actually need it, you know there's a discount available. And by the way, that discount can be whatever the business owner decides to do. So they can be as deeply discounted as the deal sites as you see out there today. However, with those sites, the business owner is losing half of that revenue. So even though you saw it at 75% off, as a business owner, those sites take half of it. With us, they can do whatever deal they want, and we're not taking any of that. They're paying to be on our site to have a listing monthly, and they can change it every single month. If they have a new item on the menu and they want to, advertise that, then they can change it for that month. So we're really empowering the business to decide what they want to do, how they want to use it, how many they want to give away, and so really the free's a draw, and being on it consistently is what we've seen just in 2 months that it makes a difference. We've had customers contact and say, oh, I went in there. I'm like, oh, did you use the coupon? Oh, no, I didn't. I just remember seeing it on there. And I went to the cupcake place, which is cool. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, people share this. This is the type of thing that if you ask somebody, they're like, hey, word of mouth advertising is the best advertising. Absolutely. But the great thing is that when they see something for free, they'll send it to their mother and say, hey, you need to look at this, right? And that's the type of word of mouth people, once again, open to your message and willing to share it with other people because you've eliminated the barriers. I tell business owners that free is not a diminishment of value of your products and services. It's an invitation to start a relationship. If now, I mean, when you go to the App Store, 90% of the apps you try before you buy. There's some type of the first level's free or something, right? Because they want to start a relationship with you and a dialogue with you. Yes.
Is it just Riverside County right now, or how is it working?
Right now, we've just kind of launched in Riverside County. Lucia focuses on the Temecula Valley, Murrieta area, and myself in Riverside, Corona, and Moreno Valley.
How are the winners determined?
It's random. So our website has been programmed to, after the timer's done, it has a random drawing, and then we email the businesses their list. And they have a code, so everybody has their name and a code, and they're emailed to the customers. And some, by the way, say, oh, I gave away 50, I don't care if more people come in, because they just want people to come in, right, depending on the business. But yeah, we make sure to keep it to where there's no way to cheat the system, as long as the business owner is keeping tabs on it.
How's for the time? Say that 2 or 3 or 4 businesses have the same timer. How do you determine who goes up and who goes down?
The one that has the least amount of time ends up at the top. That's the way it's programmed now. So
say that you have 3 that started the same day, kind of at the same hour.
Well, it's all the way to seconds, so somebody's going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have, the reason for my question is you don't have any way that a business owner can pay you more to be at the top.
Not right now.
No, not right now.
Okay.
I mean, right now we just have a minimal viable product that we're testing in the market, and we've gotten about 70 customers that we're working with in the past 2 months. We've had thousands of people come to the site. People are spending 4.5, 5 minutes on the site, and even more. So right now, today, like I said, when you're competing for people's attention, listen, they're open. They're actually flipping through each page and they're saying, wow, that's a service that I could use. That's a service that I could use. And you're really planting the seed for them to perhaps do business with you in the future. Yes?
So this is a great idea, and once you get enough companies and enough people coming to your website, you have it made, right? And it's self-perpetuating. How do you get over the bootstrapping phase? How do you get the companies to convince them to come up?
Okay.
How do you get the people to show up?
Yeah.
Well, I was planning on actually tipping you upside down and shaking to see how much money. Actually, we're talking to people like you guys today. We're getting feedback as far as ways that we can improve our service, but really we're going to need some level of funding to take this business to the next level. And like you said, we need to hit a certain threshold before more people start to get on it, and then it becomes something that becomes a little bit on top of people's mind is, hey, I need to go there and check it out this week. And keep coming back, because listen, people love free and they share it.
How do you go to business owners and tell them, hey, these are my analytics or these are my data, you have to be on my site? How does that process work?
Well, we're working on that right now, right? We needed to launch to find out is what we've been talking about for the last year, is it going to work, right? So we went out there and we said, okay, let's see how many people. So that's one thing that we're working on for our businesses, because they want to know how many people are coming to your site. So we have that statistic, but the next thing, and the reason why we need money, is to be able to market more and get more consumers to have solid numbers to say, look, we have this many thousands of people have come since we launched to the site. This many people coming back. That's what a business owner wants to know. We've given actually our service for free at the beginning for people to try it, because we need content. So we have people that are paying us right now, some are free, trying it out for a month, and then continuing from there. And that's why we're playing with the price too, because obviously they're willing to pay. 49 bucks is nothing, right? Even for a smallest business. However, they're not gonna pay 49 bucks for nothing unless they know that it's working, right? So we're in that phase, we're proving a point. And thus far, we've proven that, all the feedback we're getting from users is, I love your site. Oh, I think it's great. I love the discounts. To hear people, regular people say that, have them post a picture of their free meal at Honey Baked Ham and thank Freetisimo. Oh, that's great. I didn't know Honey Baked Ham had lunch specials. I'm gonna come back. That business owner is on cloud nine going, yeah, if one person does that extra special step, for me, that's awesome. That's what we're trying to build, right? But for that, we need more than Tony and I. We need, a little bit more.
And that's the good thing, like Lucia said, we're empowering business owners. They're the ones that determine what their costs are going to be. We're not telling them, hey, you need to put $500 worth of your own products and service out here. We have national companies like Fatburger offering 50 free large burgers. Their cost on that is $2 a burger. So that's $100. But guess what? There's 100 people that entered to win that, and now those 50 people that won it, if you even get half of those people come in to redeem, chances are they're going to bring somebody else with them, or they're going to buy a fry and a drink. You've already covered your cost. Return on investment is something that each business owner is in charge of, really. But we're not dictating to them like the daily deal sites that, hey, we'll drop your price 50% and then we're taking 50% of that, you're left with 25%. It doesn't make sense. It's the race to the bottom because everybody in your industry is then having to drop their price to compete with you. We're not saying that at all. We're saying leverage what you guys already do to bring people through the door.
Two-part question. One, how long did it take you guys to develop it? And two, how many new companies are listing a week?
Okay. Well, we outsourced our development, so all of this has been outsourced to another development company. And as far as new customers, some weeks we got 7 new customers, some weeks we got 1 new customer.
Mind you, it's Tony and I, right? So we have goals of how we want to sell, and it's funny because we do a lot of networking in the chambers and whatnot. We have people going, oh, I'll meet with you, I'll meet with you. We just don't have enough time in the day for us to go and meet with them. So, you know, our closing ratio is pretty high because they love the idea and they're like, hey, I'll try it. I think it's great. It'll probably be a few months before I see a return, but yeah, I'm happy to help you guys, and I think it's a cool idea. So really, it just depends on what we have going on that week, and you know, Jay's always telling us, you need to sell.
Yeah,
he's like Jim Cramer.
We also have to manage the existing customers and manage expectations, I think, too. This is brand new, and just like anything, it requires repetition and keeping on the site. But, I mean, to hear of, like, say, a guy that does window tinting, you know, he offers not only the free window tint that he had wanted, but he offers a 25% discount. How people just come in because they're like, hey, listen, I'm getting 25% off. And who on the top of their head knows somebody that does window tinting? So he's made back his money for several months of our service, and you know, he's happy, really happy with our service. Comedy club that has empty seats, right? They need to get people through the door. Hey, we're gonna give out 30 free seats. Guess what? Because they're gonna be able to sell drinks and food and all these other types of things. Plus, it's more of an attractive draw to the comedian that's doing that. He doesn't want to have an empty house when he's doing his thing. So, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why businesses can leverage free and providing it to the community. Yes?
Have you thought of reaching out to the students in the city, like UC Riverside, RCC?
Yeah.
Yes, we have.
And maybe even give an extra discount if you're a student and have create
yeah.
some of more of a community.
I don't know if you can get more of a discount than free, but yeah, right now UCR is on summer break. We're working with a couple of interns that are on summer break to really spread the word amongst the student population. We haven't reached out to RCC yet, but little by little, we think that young people, millennial type, they love free, and they share it, and they get excited about it, and so we believe that they're going to be the ones to drive it. We're really trying to start a sharing movement because really, to get your message out to people is really difficult as a business owner. And so this is a way that I think that can be done on a controlled way. And like I said, ultimately, if we hit a certain threshold of visitors to the site, then we could start going after the larger corporations to then sponsor the smaller businesses. And that's what we need. Right now, when people earn a paycheck, they pay their mortgage bill, they pay their insurance, their cell phone, all of the money goes out of our community in a linear fashion. There's no way to really redistribute that money. $6.7 trillion has been spent in the last 15 years on stock buybacks and dividend payments. But only 10% of the population really owns any stock. So 90% of the people have no benefit. And that's why we're having these issues with income inequality and those types of things, because there's no way to redistribute money unless you're giving it to a charity. Here, as a business, you could directly impact the people that are buying your product if you collaborate with local businesses.
Yeah, large corporations collaborate all the time, right? You'll see like a yoga play and a Disney targeting to the kids on their yoga, right? So they work together all the time. So we're trying to promote local businesses working with each other, and then as we grow, we realize it's a big vision, but as we grow, we have that many users, get those large corporations to feel comfortable to work with some of those local businesses and still reach that end customer, right? Because that's all any of them want to do, any of us small businesses want to do, is reach that end customer.
So how can we help you?
Give me some users, Jay, and give me some business owners.
Yeah, we'll take
more.
Yeah.
It doesn't end.
Yeah. We'll take any referral, and at the same time, we're here to learn from the community. Last week was the first time I came to A Million Cups. The feedback for the entrepreneurs was excellent. There were some things that I don't think a few of them had considered, and so we're out here to learn from the community. We know that this can be a powerful thing, but execution on it is critical, and that's something that we're working on. Yes?
Another idea would be to, and coming from a computer science background, would be to, once you have a lot of people and a lot of offerings, to actually do personalized presentation of the offerings. If you know that I usually go and eat something from the website, you're not going to show me t-shirts because I usually look for a place to go for dinner.
Yeah.
Maybe if I'm looking around 6:30, then probably a burger would be the right thing to show. So have you thought at all about expanding this?
Yes,
in that
yes.
direction?
We want to customize it to our customers' usual things, so that now if we had 500 businesses, but we know that he's into automotive, he's into these types of things, then we could kind of cater that without him having to search completely through and waste a lot of time.
And sorry, one more thing on this trajectory. You could potentially also provide marketing information to the company. Initially they offer a burger, no one takes on it, but then you offer a steak, and then now all of a sudden you have a lot of response, so people spend time. Then you can go back to them if you go, so that they know what they should be advertising.
There's so many ways that we could ramp this up and make it way more powerful. I completely agree. We just, right now, we're just where we are. I mean,
Okay, we're going to wrap up the official Million Cups, but we're free to network, hang out. Thank you very much.